Yeah, one thing that annoyed me about Morrowind is that one of these guards were dead from
Right.
Vivek City, so I took his armor and I was wearing it, and then they were all attacking me saying, "You've got his armor, give it back," and I was like, just being nice and taking it.
You can't really rob dead people, though. I don't think that's un I think that's understandable that they attacked you, frankly.
Yeah, I remember on Oblivion, I killed someone. I was trying to drag their body into the water just to cover it up, and then a guard tried to talk, and you know where it zooms into their face.
Right, yeah.
It because he was on a horse, it actually zoomed into the horse's face. It looked like the horse was talking. That was definitely. I love all the type of glitches you get as well. Like one chap was running around in Shivling Isles, and he had like a whole mob after him, and I ran after him. They killed this guy. I checked what he had on him, and it was just spoons.
Spoons, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, very valuable.
yeah, definitely.
Valuable spoons.
So career fairs back, which I'm looking forward to, because
Yes. Career fair, as I said, we're planning to really expand that again this year. It's going to be part. I think the plan at the moment is to have kind of a more of like a trade area of the show. Uh, and within that area is going to be like the career fair, probably the press room, and BAFTA are going to be back as well, doing some sessions and some talks and all that sort of thing. So we're planning to have a lot more space devoted to the career fair this year. We're going to have some, because the career fair is part of one of our sister websites, gamesindustry.biz. So the plan is to have some of our editorial staff from gamesindustry.biz on hand to talk to attendees and direct them to different stands within the career fair. We've also got an internal recruiter called James Grant who helps out with these sort of things, and he'll be able to give people advice as well who are coming along to the show and suggest people to talk to within the career fair and all that sort of thing. So we're planning on really expanding that area, and the other thing we're planning to do is maybe have kind of talks and sessions within the career fair. So at the moment we have the developer sessions, which are where we have developers come along and talk about their latest games and all that sort of thing. What we plan to have is do something similar, but within the career fair, and have kind of games industry professionals giving talks about, how to get into the industry, or, if you're an artist, what should you put in your portfolio and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, we've got big plans for the career fair.
that's cool. I hopefully, maybe if I do a lot in this summer, bring my portfolio along as well with me.
Yeah, you should totally do it. I mean, it's great. The career fair is going to have. There's going to be universities there. There's going to be recruitment agents there, and there's also going to be developers and publishers there. And there'll be staff there from each, and they'll be able to advise you on what to do in terms of portfolios, maybe what university course to do if you haven't yet gone to uni, and all that sort of thing. So there's going to be it's going to be a great opportunity for people to get advice on getting into games, basically.
That sounds pretty good. Any confirmed developers sessions at the moment? Do you know of, or you know some but you can't tell us?
We are. It's just a case of nailing them down at the moment. We've got some in our mind that we want to kind of get to come along to talk about getting into games, but it's nothing we can talk about publicly just because it's getting them like through the approval process and all that sort of thing, and making sure that the publishers and developers are happy with us to talk about it. So I can't reveal too much yet, I'm afraid, but we've got big plans. So yeah, look out for that.
So I remember I was really wanting to get to the Lionhead one last year. Peter Molyneux talking about Fable and how it begun and all that. But sadly, we got there 10 minutes just after it started because
Yeah.
someone on our bus needed to go to the toilet that bad.
Oh, that is awkward. Yeah, the Peter Molyneux session went down really well last year. It was crazy, and then he was signing autographs afterwards as well, and there was a massive queue to get Peter Molyneux's autographs. That was brilliant. I should say actually we do have one developer session confirmed, and that's Yosuke Hayashi, who's the head of studio at Team Ninja, and he's going to be there talking about Ninja Gaiden 3.
Alright, oh, that's cool.
So that's one session that we have planned, and then we're going to also have sessions from basically all the big publishers who are supporting the show. So EA and Bethesda and all those guys, they're going to bring along, any developers they can get hold of. And so, for instance, EA might bring along somebody from DICE to talk about Battlefield 3. I'm not saying that is happening, by the way, but that's the kind of thing that will be happening. So the plan is to have the developer session lineup complete, I think by the end of this month, and then hopefully we can announce that publicly in early August. So about a month from now, we hope to be revealing, all the developer sessions.
All right, that sounds good. I'm looking forward to finding out which ones you got coming out. So, people who are listening, if you're going to Eurogamer, there is a lot of, like Tom said, you can get free stuff. I remember walking in last year and they give you a piece of, it was like a leaflet thing and it already had a free game on it. Like, I don't know what it was because I never managed to keep it. It kind of went in my pocket and I got home and put it in the washing machine.
Oh, disaster.
Yeah.
We are planning to, because it's one of those things, every year we do like an exit survey. We get people who have go to fill out a form and tell us what they liked and what they didn't like about the expo. And one of the biggest things that people ask about is free stuff. So people just love free stuff. I love free. Well, everyone loves free stuff. Well, who wouldn't love free stuff?
That's like last year. I was on my phone. I found my phone vibrate in my pocket. I looked at it and it said it was a Twitter message. I checked it. It said Lionheads. Go up to one of the Lionhead people and say you are my hero and win. And then it just said win and then ... It didn't say the rest on the text. I thought, oh, what the hell is that? I kind of froze. I stopped talking to my two friends that were with me. I just walked right up to it because I was literally next to it, and they were like, "Oh, what are you doing, Carl? What's going on?" I just went up to the Lionhead woman. I just went, "You are my hero." My friend's giving me weird looks, and she goes, "Well done, you want a T-shirt?" And I was like, "Yes."
So there's going to be loads of stuff like that this year. In fact, we've got one extra special giveaway which I really can't talk about and is top secret, but I think people are going to be totally blown away by it. So definitely look out for that. It's going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be anything we've ever done before. So look out for that.
Have you still got the HMV little store that you had last year as well?
Yeah, we hope so. HMV should be there. At the moment, that's the plan. They're our retail sponsor, so they'll be there again selling games and all that sort of thing. But we're planning to expand the retail area this year, so we're going to have people from various different retailers there selling stuff. Because that's the other thing that we got some feedback on last year. People, as well as loving free stuff, they also tend to bring along some money to the expo, and they tend to want to spend it. So what we want to do this year is make sure that they've got stuff that they want to buy. So again, we'll be selling Eurogamer is going to be designing and getting printed some Expo T-shirts, so we'll have those for sale. But also we're going to have an expanded retail, so retailers who maybe not just selling games but also selling accessories and peripherals and all that sort of stuff and stuff related to gaming. So there's going to be plenty there for you to be able to kind of spend your money on if that's what you want to do. So yeah, it won't just be HMV this year. Basically, we're going to have plenty of other stuff available to buy from various different places.
Right, that's cool. I'll have to make sure I bring my money then this year.
Yes, bring your...
Last year I didn't have a job, and then just a couple of days after I did get a job, so I was like, So handy. This year I should be able to get something.
Yeah, go for it.
So with the Thursday, you've kind of changed it to a normal day, because it used to just be like a game preview day.
Yeah, so when we first announced the expo for this year, what we wanted to do was have Thursday as like a gameplay preview day, which would be open to kind of like press guys, but also only available on generals. Tickets only available to a certain number of people, like not very many at all. But due to the ticket demands that we've had, like so many people want to come to the expo, we kind of decided that it made sense to open it up to being a full day. So rather than just have, because the plan was just to have the playable games there, and that would be it. So there'd be none of the other features. There'd be no career fair. There'd be no developer sessions and all the other extra features that we've got. There wouldn't be any of that. It would just be literally just be the games, and people could just pay. People could pay less money, but be able to get into the games a little bit easier because there was less people there. But in the end, as I say, there was such a high demand for tickets this year that we decided to open it up to a full day. So it's going to have all the features this year, as well as the other 3 days. It's going to have the career fair, it's going to have the developer sessions, and those people who bought tickets for Thursday will get all that stuff for no extra charge, because basically we were charging them only, I think it was $5 a ticket, and their tickets have been automatically upgraded to early entry tickets, so they can get in an hour earlier. They can see all these extra features that we weren't planning to have there. They're now going to be there, and they haven't got to pay any extra money. So, and the other thing is, it's while it's a full day in terms of features, it's not going to be a full day in terms of how many people are going, like the capacity. We've decided that it's going to be probably half full compared to Friday to Sunday. So people who had bought tickets expecting it to be easier to get onto the games will still find that it is easier to get onto the games, because there's only going to be half the people there that will be there on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So basically the people who have already bought tickets are getting a pretty good deal, I reckon. And yeah, if you're coming on Thursday, there's still going to be less people, so it's still going to be easier to get on the games. Plus, you still have the option of going to all the other features like the developer sessions and the career fair and all that other stuff that we're doing. So we think it's a pretty good deal, really.
Yeah, it's definitely a good deal. I think that's pretty much all I've got to say then about the Expo. Is there anything else you think you want to talk about?
Say that, yeah, come to our Expo, basically. That's why I'm here. So yeah, come along. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the show this year is going to be twice the size of last. We've got double the amount of floor space, so we're planning to really cram loads more features in compared to this year, and then we're going to have, as I say, more free stuff, more tournaments on loads of different games. So you know, it's going to be a great day out, and we still reckon it's great value for money as well. And the other thing is, just look out for more announcements coming very, very soon. Hopefully this week we're going to have some more game announcements. Look out for those, and then early next month we'll have the developer sessions announced, and we've got a few surprises tucked up our sleeve as well. So you know, it's all good stuff, and look out for more news coming very, very soon.
Alright then. Yeah, definitely buy a ticket, guys, because it's definitely a brilliant day. I mean, it's probably one of my best days I've had in my ever life.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I highly recommend going. If you haven't got a ticket yet, I demand you go buy a ticket, because it's that brilliant. You need to go.
That's why I like gunpoint persuasion.
Yeah. I get my virtual guns out.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. I'm Kyle, and it's bye from me. Tom, you want to say bye?
Oh, sorry. I was half.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You can just be like, nope, go away. So
I just turn off my mic and just leave. No, thank you very much for having me. It's been really nice. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been really great having you as well, and hopefully we can do this again sometime.
It would be my pleasure. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, bye.